how much computer I got for 50 bucks. So like I just said, I got all of these computers for $50. I saw an ad up on Facebook Marketplace and they didn't list any specs. They didn't say anything about them. It just said, actually it said 3 computer cases, $50. So I send them a message and I say, you want $50 for all 3 of those computers together? And they said, yeah. So I didn't ask them about, you know, any specs or anything like that. The case on the bottom, I knew was worth more than $50. So I figured this is gonna be a fun little adventure we can all go on. As far as, like I said, the specs and you know, what's inside of them, I have no idea, other than of course the HP up there, because they like to put a sticker on the side with everything that's in there, and it's kind of convenient. So we'll tear into that in a little bit later, but I'm really more interested in this one here. This is not a low quality or cheap case, so we should tear it open and see what kind of treasures we can find. So the first thing you're going to notice about these computers is they're absolutely covered in stickers, and that's kind of a theme for used hardware around here. They just love putting stickers on stuff. I'm not completely sure why, but they sticker bomb their cars, their computers, their bikes, their skateboards. I mean, I can understand the skateboards, but just anything you buy is always covered in stickers. I have a mini fridge at work that is covered in like redneck and cowboy and gun stickers all over it. It's, I don't know, it's not my taste, it's theirs, whatever. But we'll probably be cleaning all of these off of here and giving this case a new fresh start. Taking a quick glance at the back of the case, and you'll notice something's a little bit odd. Yeah, somebody did the Everything Delete mod. That's pretty sweet. Looking up on top of the case, and you can look down through this mesh here, and there's your PCI expansion slots. A dual slot GPU, cooling fan of some sort, some chocolate maybe, I hope. Let's see here. Well, there's no screws in here. There we go. Yeah, we're just gonna call that chocolate. So we get, oh, look at that. Republic of Gamers. So it's an ROG board, which is, I mean, just the case alone on this, I would say is worth the $50, but an ROG board, who knows what's actually in here. Oh, shoot. Let's see how they cable manage this. It's dirty. What is that? What is that? Fan on the back of the chipset? That's odd. Alright, well, it's absolutely filthy and in dire need of some help. So the front of the case has kind of an older design. It's got that hinged door, probably with magnets. Whoop. Okay. There's no hinge on the bottom. Someone lost that. Okay. 1 second, I need 2 hands. All right, it's just barely holding on there. I'm sure I can figure out something to get that put back on there. It's got a multi-card reader or floppy drive slot, so maybe this case is older than I thought. It's got USB 3.0 built in. That's a weird sort of addition in my mind to a case that's at least new enough for USB 3.0. And media drive covers, those are aluminum. This is a pretty heavy duty case. All right, well, let's close that up. Hopefully it doesn't open up again or fall open. Yeah, let me turn this beast sideways and we'll take a look at the guts. See, the thing's so big. That's a 40-inch TV right there, and this thing nearly stands as high as it. This thing is heavy, this thing is big, this thing is pretty, awesome. Anyways, so there we go. Oh, some acoustic padding in here. It's dirty, it's gross. So what do we got in here? A heat deflector? Or maybe, no, it channels what that is. A big fan. So what do we got in here? Rampage 5 Extreme. Asetek water cooler. So that's probably what this is down here. That's the water cooler. It just draws air in from the bottom there. Silverstone 1200 watt gold rated power supply. That was worth the 50 bucks. What do we got in here? Power color graphics card. This is kind of in the way to, let me see what the model number is. Oh no, I see it. It's a 6970. Yeah, that's not bad. Again, for 50 bucks. So if there's a 6970 in here, I wonder if we are dealing with a like an FX processor, or like a, what are those, like the 8950 or the 95? No, this isn't a big enough cooler for the 9550. Got a 500 gigabyte hard drive in there. Is that the only one? Yeah, it's the only one. No SSDs. Wow. Okay. Well, before I start taking it apart and cleaning it and start having fun with it, we should see if it works. All right, before we turn this thing on, you'll notice I put the sides back on it because I want that dust blowing around my room. Not to say that this room is the pinnacle of cleanliness, but I don't need somebody else's skin flakes flying around like that. So here we go, let's see if it runs. Ooh. Hear a noisy pump. All right, let's see how well it's running as far as temperatures go. Well, that's not good. 79 degrees in the BIOS. Sweet. Go back to main. How much? Oh, 16 gigabytes of RAM, 1333. i7 3930K. Let's, where is advanced? I just want default settings. Oh, here we go. Optimize defaults. Let's get rid of any overclocks that's going on this, if there is any. It's not bringing the temperature down. So it probably needs, new thermal paste, everything cleaned up. That water cooler, that 120 AIO, is well below. It's mounted all the way at the bottom, so there's probably all kinds of air bubbles, at the highest point of the system, by the CPU. Maybe we can move that, or maybe I'll just remove that thing entirely and put an air cooler on there. I got plenty of air coolers. Yeah, let's see if this boots into Windows. that's not crunchy. Also, I have to look at it. Keep it is. Same goes. This is Windows 7. Huh, Windows 7. But it's Windows 7 Ultimate. Ryan Dow. Hey, his name was in the inside of here. I'll have to get a picture of that. That's so it's a custom computer he had made, and they put your name in it. That's kind of cool. Any passwords? There is a password. 90 password hit 9510. Is it 9510? Well, that's maybe it's not the right password. That is not very secure, my guy. So we're not going to be doing installing device. Oh, the mouse. We're not going to be doing some snooping around on here. Just wanted to see if this worked. Roblox, World of Warcraft, Star Wars. Wait. Yeah, World of Warcraft. Why is the internet starting? It's not going to get anywhere. Okay, you can close because you're not going to get anywhere. Minecraft, Roblox, World of Warcraft. Ooh, Diablo 2. Uh-oh, we're slowing down. I lost the mouse. The mouse is back. Electronic Arts, Warhammer. BioWare, Star Wars: The Old Republic. Stop taking my mouse away. I know you're getting hot. Just endure. Ventrilo? God, when was the last time this thing was... What is running? Mom.exe? Oh, Catalyst Control Center program. Well, he's got a cool collection of games, and I mean, it looks like it was just some kid's computer. So let's clean it up and clear it off and maybe see what we can do with this. Actually, while it's sitting here running, I'm kind of interested to see how hot it's running. Be right back. So we're copying over Cinebench R15, and I've got CPU ID hardware monitor running, and we are just sitting here at 195 degrees Fahrenheit. 91 degrees Celsius. It has downclocked itself to 1200 megahertz. Trying not to cook itself. I'm gonna see if I can just put new thermal paste on the cooler. The cooler's probably not even, the pump's probably not even pumping. That's probably why we're so high. Probably not a good idea to start benchmarking this thing right away. But I want to see. Okay, that pump is making some terrible, terrible noises. I'm going to shut it down as soon as these files copy over. Maybe I can just move the all-in-one from the bottom of the machine up to the top somewhere and get that pump being a little bit happier. I imagine it is got a little bit of air in there and not working the greatest anymore. It was putting your pump above your reservoir, or rather above your all-in-one radiator, is just not a good idea. Like I said, air is going to travel to the highest point of the system, and if it's at the pump, then the pump can't pump water. It's just as simple as that. So this is the way the computer is set up. The feet are at the bottom, the cooler, well, the radiator and the fans are at the bottom, and then your pump is up here. And like I said, if air finds its way into the system, which it's going to because you got permutation. Anyways, water evaporates out of it. You can't stop it. It doesn't matter how sealed the system is, water's going to get out of it. So if there's air bubbles in it, it's going to travel up your hoses and get stuck in your pump every single time. There's just no way that it's gonna. It's just physics. It's not going to stay down here. The bubbles aren't going to travel up and then come back down and then try. You know, there can't be flow if there's air trapped up here. So I'm going to take the radiator. The radiator's cold. The lines are a little warm, and the pump is hot. Yeah, so it's not even pumping. I'm going to move the radiator up to here. That looks like a good place for it to live, and hopefully it will be happier. It won't be making those gurgly, help me, I'm dying sounds. Wait. This is just a test I'm doing, and while I was taking, this out, you were just watching that, I realized we have to take the pump off and feed it down through here to get the whole assembly out, the whole AIO out. And that would mean we have to disturb the thermal compound, between the CPU and the cooler pump. And I really wanted to see just how it worked without messing with it. I wanted to see how good a nick this was in. And then it occurred to me, why don't I just flip the case over so that this is on the top and test it like that? I'm going to tear it all apart anyways and clean it up, and then I'm going to move this up to here. This being the AIO cooler. So yeah, let's do that so we don't have to disturb anything. I'm a smart boy. Take it all back. While I was flipping this thing over, being a smart boy, the door fell off of it because the hinge is broken. And unfortunately, the little wire for the LED front Falcon was not up to the task of holding the big aluminum door onto it, and it pulled off. So I'll probably fix that later. Until then, it's not going to slow us down. Sally forth. All right, it's upside down. It's running. I would say the pump sounds happier. Let us get into the BIOS and see if the temperature's any better. Oh, have one. There we go. Where's my mouse? Monitor. Temperature monitor. Look, that's a stark contrast right there. Just flipping it over. That's how much quieter it is. Maybe we'll shut the door so we can't hear the dishwasher. Okay, listen to how much quieter it is. Sweet! Let's get back into Windows. Well, that started up much faster without it downclocking to 1.2 gigahertz. Oh yeah, instantly 31 degrees. Let's run a round of Cinebench. So I like to use Cinebench and Heaven a lot if you watch my videos, simply because they're very simple, easy to use packages that I can stress either one or the other, the CPU versus the GPU. Cinebench R15, of course, is all CPU intensive. The GPU is just going to float along at its idle temperature of about 40 degrees. And then when we run the opposite of Heaven, most CPUs aren't stressed by Heaven, and it's strictly the GPU. And so if there is going to be an issue with temperatures, you can narrow it down using these two programs. to find out if it's your CPU or GPU that's giving you instability. And that's basically why I use these two programs so much. So run. And this shouldn't take long. Temperatures are staying pretty predictable, under 60 on the package, which is pretty awesome. Well, 60 right there because I opened the mouth. And we got 969, which is right where, I mean, I didn't guess, but that's about where it should be. Actually, right down here, it's got a score already in the list here, and we're 100 short. I mean, you never know if these are real or not. Anyways, 969, about 1,000. That seems right. I'm gonna run it 3 times to see if our temperatures get out of hand. I'll be right back. Just finished the third iteration of running this. Temperature got up to a max of 66. All the cores are, well, core number 2 is a little bit low, but that's not, super low or anything like that. So the whole CPU is running about the same temperature within a few degrees. It's pretty healthy. I wonder if they started having trouble with it. The cooler getting loud and running low on fluid and stuff like that, and they just bought a new one. Who knows? All they had to do was flip it over. And then if you're curious, our highest score after running it 3 times was 971, so we went up by 5 points. Okay, so we're going to run this on, default settings are always DirectX 11, high quality, anti-aliasing off, full screen, system resolution, which should be 1080p. How do you screen resolution? Make sure we're in 1080p. We are in 1080p. Good times. All right, well, this thing is no slouch with the 6950 in there. We, in the first scene, were above 30 frames, like 33. Now we're up to 70. Let's give it a benchmark. So we're not very far into the test yet, and I noticed up here the temperature's 74 already. 75, 76. I can hear the fans ramping up. Keep an eye on it. Alright, we're not even halfway through it. We're on scene 10 of 26, and we're already at 87, touching 88. I don't want to see this thing hit 90, so we're probably just going to stop it right there. No, we're not going to stop it? I can't let you do that. Okay, well, bam. Oh no, it's taken over. Oh wait, escape to cancel. Alright, we're at 89. Quit. So the GPU obviously needs a little help as well. Alright, well, cool. Let's clean this thing out. I've already done in-depth cleanings of this, so we'll just kind of do a montage, and we will come back and check our results versus this. I'm sure it's going to run cooler, quieter, and look a whole lot better without all these stickers and dust inside of it. Actually, I think I'm going to end the video there. We're already at like 25 minutes for this video, so make sure you tune in for the next installment of our $50 computer haul, where I'm going to tear this thing down, clean it up, and, well, of course, benchmark it and check our progress and see how much cooler it runs. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed my video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you really enjoyed my content, maybe consider subscribing, as that really helps me out, and I'll see you in the next video.